Like, no cap, you will lose them. Definitely. Only a few number out of those good friends you have in secondary school will you still have after 2 years of graduation from secondary school. Mark my words. These are the things I wish I was told before graduating secondary school. If you are just graduating secondary school, or you'll be graduating secondary school very soon, or you are in your final year in secondary school, I want you to sit down and watch this video. Hi, my name is Son of Lights. I left secondary school 3 years ago, and ever since then, life has never remained the same. When I finished secondary school, I honestly thought life would become more clearer. Like, you finish school and everything just starts making sense. But that's not what happened. Instead, everything became quiet and confusing. You know, in secondary school, your life is kind of planned for you. You already know what to do, when to do it, what is next, what's coming up, and what you are expected to do. Especially those of you that attended boarding schools. You already know when to wake up, where to go, and what to do. But the sad truth is that after secondary school, that structure disappears, and suddenly you are on your own. The thing is that nobody tells you how strange that thing feels, right? When your body and your soul, everything in you screams for direction, but you will get none. Everything will be on you and you alone. You don't know where to go yet, the next plan to make, and the next move to take. And then suddenly, this brings about comparison. One thing I didn't see coming, or I didn't expect, is how easy it becomes to start comparing yourself with others. You see a lot of people making progress, posting their achievements and everything, and then boom, that thought comes to you. You start wondering, guy, what's going on with my life? Why am I still stagnant? Why does it seem like my whole life is not moving? You know, that thought of comparing yourself with others will immediately strike in. But the good news is that over the years, I've come to learn that moving in a different pace with other people does not mean that you are failing. It simply means that you are walking in a different direction, which is your own direction. It means that your journey is different and your direction is also different. Your destination is different. Your journey is different. Your timeline is different. Not the same thing with every other person. Another thing that nobody warned me about during my secondary school is that motivation will not always be there. There will be days when you will feel so motivated to do things, and you just start getting things done immediately. But then, what happens on those days when you don't feel like doing shit? When your body is down, your whole motivation is gone. At that point, that's when you realize that life doesn't wait for you to get ready. You know, that's where discipline comes in. Showing up when you don't feel like doing it, or when you don't feel inspired. Again, one thing I have come to realize over the past years is that after your secondary school, especially when you do not progress into university immediately, then you will start getting so many questions from people. People will start asking you questions you don't seem to have answer to at that moment. Questions will start booming in. You will see questions like, where are you now? Which school are you in? What course are you doing? This and that. So many questions that you are not ready to answer, right? And then that will somehow make you feel small or inferior. Because at that point, everybody must have moved on with their life, with their school, continue with school and everything. Then they want to know you and where you are presently, right? Which will lead to those pressuring questions. So what do I do? Right now, I'm learning that not everybody, not every single person that asks me questions, or not everybody have the right to know my process or what is going on in my life right now. Another thing I've come to realize after my secondary school is that you will definitely miss and lose your friends, especially those close friends you had during secondary school. Maybe the first year you guys will still be close, contacts, and you will still have your contacts and you will still be contacting each other. The second year, that closeness will start limiting, right? Trust me, before the end of that second year, you would completely lose them. Like, no cap, you will lose them. Definitely. Only a few number out of those good friends you have in secondary school will you still have after 2 years of graduation from secondary school. Mark my words. Yes. But well, the truth is that after secondary school, after secondary school, life is definitely going to become more quiet, right? Life will get quiet, lonely sometimes, but me, I do not see it as loneliness personally, right? But it's obviously going to get quiet. Again, it will as well feel slower. But I want you to remember one thing. Put this in your head. Always remember this. Because life is quiet and slow after secondary school, it doesn't mean that you are lost, right? No, it doesn't. You need to know that sometimes growth is just silent. Growth is very, very silent, right? And you are not behind. Yes, you need to know that you are not behind. You are just what? Becoming. At this point, if this video spoke to you in a way, in any way at all, if this video spoke to you, I would like you to subscribe. And this channel is just about sharing light and glowing through life together. Like and subscribe. See you in my next video. I still remain your guy, Son of Light.